Hey guys, it's Nintendo and Dan the Man Gamer here, and I'm going to review on the show that I've been watching for a while now. It's called The Wall, and I've been watching this show ever since it came out in 2016. And it's a really good show. Here's how the show works. Round 1 is called Free Fall, and the two contestants must guess an answer, and if they're correct, they win the money that has been dropped on the wall. And but if they get it wrong, they lose the money that has been on the wall. Yep. And then there's like 5 questions on that round. Round 2 is when a player goes into an isolation booth, and one is staying with the host for seeing where the balls drop. The maximum that's on the wall is like 25K. Yeah, ranges from $1 to $25,000. And then they're like green balls that drop that get the money, and then some questions to be asked. And the isolated player must answer those questions correctly to get like green balls that would get you money, that would earn you money. But if they answer it wrong, if the isolated player answers it wrong, then the balls will become red and it would lose money from your bank. And that's how it is. And then in round 3, the $25,000 wedge turns into a $1,000,000 wedge. So the stakes get even higher with that. And then they have to drop green balls, which can earn the money, and then red balls, which would lose the money. And then there are 3 question balls, with even harder questions that the isolated player needs to answer. And then they can either be green, where they could earn you money, or red, that could lose you money. Yeah. And at the end of the game, they have a contract where the isolated player has to either sign it so they could earn the money that was in the contract, or they could rip it up so they could risk everything on the wall. And then after that, they leave with whatever money they banked. Recently, since January, Game Show Network has aired reruns of this show, and it was really good. This show still airs on NBC. It's currently on a hiatus, but usually they have reruns on Saturdays at 8 p.m. Yeah, and it's a really good show. And Chris Hardwick, he's a good host for this show. Yeah. In the end, I would like to have to give this show a 8 out of 10. Yes, 8 out of 10. So this is a good show, and I recommend you watch it if you haven't already, and it's really addictive. So anyways, that's all I have to say for this. So make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you can see my other videos that I have uploaded on this channel. So anyways, this is Nintendo and Dan the Man Gamer, signing off.